They were the worst.
The Atlanta Falcons select Matt Ryan.
Deion Jones, linebacker, LSU.
Julio Jones.
Calvin Ridley.
Grady Jarrett, the defensive tackle from Clemson.
And down he goes. Is sacked. Brady's in trouble again, and it's Jarrett yet again.
Been able to push him out of bounds. Would have been incomplete. You got those.
I give this a C+. I don't love this pick. I think desperation forced this pick.
He's at 90%. He's picked. Intercepted by Terrell.
On 2nd and 8, off the play fake, has some running room. Inside the 30, inside the 20, Vic into the end zone. Falcons win.
10. Willis has some pressure. He'll just tuck it, cut it off, weave his way through traffic, still on his feet. Sheds another tackler. Willis again, kind of rolling out. He's going to take a shot downfield, looking for Douglas again.
It's easy to look at Malik Willis and say, oh, that looks really familiar to number 7 that we saw coming out of Virginia Tech.
Yeah, no doubt. Atlanta chose me, and I'm very pleased with that decision. I can't wait to get to town. I was kind of scared. I thought Detroit was going to take me. I would have asked for so much money that I had to put me on layaway.
Hey, what's up? It's Yum. Well, I decided to do a little bit of a different video today. I've been playing a little bit of Madden, and yeah, I know, same game every year, yada yada yada, but I haven't bought the game in years, and I got this cheap, so I don't get him. I don't care. But anyways, I decided I'd do a little bit of a rebuild sesh, and just for full transparency, I'm a Falcons fan, so life is tough, right? Especially the way things are looking right now. But I'm going to rebuild the Falcons, and I'm going to try to turn my nightmares into a dream, into a great dream, right? I mean, I can't think of many franchises where you say a single score and people know exactly what you're talking about. And it's not good. So we're going to do our best here. So I'm using the active rosters, and we're, kind of further into the season currently. So we're going to look at, like, Calvin Ridley's out. I don't know how he's going to come back or anything like that, but we're going to roll with it. I'm trying to rebuild this team from the ground up. We're going to be making some moves. And maybe these moves aren't the most realistic. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. It's not like we're going to somehow skip the line and get to the front of the standings in a year. But I'm not going to do what our front office would do. They're terrible. I mean, have you seen our team? So let's just get into it. So first things first, let's take a look at this roster. And things aren't looking great. Starting with the criminally underrated Matt Ryan. Now look, I get he's not what he used to be. But 82 overall is incredibly low, normal development. I guess he's older for when it comes to the development trait. But Matt Ryan has a special place in my heart. He always will. I would love for the Falcons to go into this upcoming offseason drafting a quarterback and using Matt Ryan to teach them. But there's a little problem with that for this rebuild, and we'll go ahead and talk about that in a minute. Moving over to running back, we have Cordero Patterson, who is he's a god. I love Cordero Patterson. He's the only reason I watched the games this season. And then we have the trash man himself, Mike Davis. Now, I'll tell you one thing. The first thing we're going to do in this entire rebuild is get rid of this man anywhere. I don't care where, but we're getting rid of him, okay? He's terrible. He's terrible in every way. I mean, he's trash, 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 trash. Moving over to the receivers with Calvin Ridley out, man. And the atrocity that this franchise committed last season, or this past offseason, with Julio. We're looking at Russell Gage being our top wide receiver right now. Not a great look. I mean, he's a good slot guy. I went to school with him at LSU. He's a great special teams player. He's good in the slot. I don't think he's going to cut it. Number one option, that's for sure. Tajay Sharp, behind him. Zacchaeus. Frank Darby, I'm going to actually move him up to wide receiver 2. We drafted him this past offseason. He went to Arizona State and has some crazy deep threat potential. So if there's not any options to put above him, I'm going to let him get his reps in. Moving up to the offensive line, we got Jake Matthews. Solid, real consistent, good player. He's been with us for a while. He's got some issues, though. We'll get into that in a minute as well. Jalen Mayfield. So we have him playing at left guard right now. I'm actually going to move him over to right tackle, his natural position over at Michigan, instead of Caleb McGarry, because I'm not sold on this dude at all. He's a liability to me. He might get switched over to left guard so Jalen Melville can work at his natural position. Matt Hennessy's starting at center. I have faith in Matt Hennessy. He's got a lot of potential. He's only going to go up from here, if you ask me. Same with Chris Lindstrom, except he's way more proven already. He's a great guard. He's going to be there for a while. Then, of course, we have the star of the rebuild. The star of the rebuild, Kyle Pitts. We all know what he can do.
It comes in late and low. But let's talk about Pitts. You know I like to watch a lot of film, right? Yep. I like to watch film before I start reading and before I start to get to know the football team. And when I put on the tape this week,
and he's going to be the number one weapon on this offense, like without a doubt, especially being simulated. And you know for a fact he's going to get superstar, maybe superstar X factor by the end of the year. I think he'll probably be around 90, if not higher, by the end of the year. It only makes sense. But moving on to the defense, it doesn't get much better at all. I mean, there's more pieces that I like at least. Starting with AJ Terrell, he should be higher. He absolutely should be higher. He is a lockdown guy. His side of the field is his side of the field. So we would like to get some help from him. We have Fabian Moreau in cornerback 2. In the slot, we have Kendall Sheffield. I'll see what I can do with Kendall. If maybe I can move him to some sort of like a dime safety or something like that. I don't know. But it's not looking like AJ Terrell's got a lot of help here. Grady Jarrett is coming off the right end. I love Grady Jarrett. He's insanely good. He doesn't have enough room to shine, though. This man has no help. Mike Pennell and Tyler Davidson here. We actually got Marlon Davidson playing behind Grady Jarrett at right end. I'm going to move him to defensive tackle. He can do a lot better than these guys. So he's got star development. I'm going to move him to defensive tackle, get him his reps. He was a monster at Auburn. Just a massive person. So we'll look at his development. John Kaminsky. I'm not sold on John Kaminsky either, but he's going to be a stopgap. I don't think I'll be able to get a good replacement for him yet, even though I really want to get Grady Jarrett some help. I have some ideas on where we're going to move first. Then we move up to the linebacking core, and this is where things actually get kind of nice. Deion Jones is great. I love Debo. Aloha Khan is also really good. And then Dante Fowler Jr., he's not staying with the team for multiple reasons. And then we got the rookie, Ogundeji. Hope I said that right. He is going to be getting some reps for sure this season. We've got Brandon Copeland, Michael Walker. He's a decent backup. He can get better. And then when it comes to safeties, we got Eric Harris starting. And then Richie Grant. I'm actually going to move Richie Grant starting. Just drafted him out of UCF. He's a ball hawk. I like him. We're going to get him his reps. Daron Harmon and then Jalen Hawkins. And then I would be remiss if I did not talk about the man, the Young Ho Koo. I love Young Ho Koo. He's great. So we're going to be looking towards him to be a mainstay on the special teams. So this is the problem with the Falcons. The cardinal sin of this front office. It's the reason we had to get rid of Julio. It's the reason why we have no cap space, but are simultaneously a terrible team. The restructured contracts on this team have doomed them completely. I'll tell you what, as a Falcons fan, I am no fan of the Saints. And they have a similar issue going on. And they're no great team right now. A lot of it's injuries. But they have so much of this on the back end. I'm sure Drew being gone is saving them a lot of money. But they're going to have a lot of trouble coming to them too, because they can't keep doing it forever. You look at Matt Ryan's contract, it's a problem. Ideally, I want the Falcons to keep him, train a rookie. But that's not what we're going to do. That's not what we're going to do in this rebuild. And sadly, that means he's going to be gone. Smallest violin, if you didn't catch the reference. He's going to be moving. He's going to be moving this season because at his age in Madden, he's going to regress badly after this season. So I'm going to trade him while he still has value. And it's going to save us a lot of cap space for next year. Jake Matthews. He's the same story. I'll see what I'm going to do with him. He's still going to have value by the end of the season. So I'll see if maybe I move him then, or what I do, or maybe I hold on to him, but probably not. Just Madden's overall for him at the rate he's at, it's not flying. Grady Jarrett's getting paid for good reason. Deion Jones, the same story. Not worried about that. Dante Fowler Jr., on the other hand, I said I'm getting rid of him for multiple reasons. Well, this is one of those reasons. You look at that salary, dude. It's not great. It's not great at all. And you look at 2022, it goes from 11.5 in 2021 to 19 million in 2022. He is not going to produce for us. He is not going to be on this team at the end of the season. I can guarantee you that. Not to mention that he doesn't have the skill. He doesn't have the overall in Madden to do it. He doesn't have the skill, in my opinion, in real life to get it done. And before we get into our first moves, we're going to take a look at the draft class. I got the 2022 class here. See Spencer Rattler, Derek Stingley Jr., my man. I love this dude. He's easily going to be a top 3 pick in the upcoming draft, if you ask me. He's got all the talent in the world. Love Derek Stingley. Kayvon Thibodeau's same story, so I just don't like him as much. I went to LSU. What can I say? I have a bias there for Derek Stingley. Kyle Hamilton, Evan Neal. He's going to be great. I'm going to tag Evan Neal. Tag Derek Stingley. I'm probably not going to pick... I might pick top 3. Who knows with this team? But I need a quarterback. So let's go ahead and go straight to the quarterbacks. There's Malik Willis, who is probably my main guy. Malik Willis is probably my main guy. I like him a lot. At Liberty, he's got moves on moves on moves. He's got a cannon for an arm. Can't bring that man down. I think he'd be a perfect fit to evolve the Falcons offense. Carson Strong's another guy I might look at. There's Matt Corral. I don't know why it says Matt Corral projected undrafted free agent. That's wild to me. Maybe that'll just change throughout the season. I'm also going to be looking for probably some offensive line help. Definitely at guard. We got Chasen Hines. We'll take a look at him. These guys are day 3s. We can take a look at Zion Johnson too. Even take a look at some tackles. Already, Evan Neal. Get a couple guys that are projected 3-4 before I start looking at everything. Probably won't take an offensive lineman in the first round just because I'm going to be going for Malik Willis. Take a look at these other guys. I'm going to be looking at edge rushers, but not any of these guys at the very top. So I'll probably just leave it for now. Cornerback. This is the other area I'm looking for. I'm looking for edge rusher. Well, mainly quarterback, and then offensive line, cornerback, and then edge rusher is what I would say my priorities are. So you got amazing class for cornerbacks. Between Derek Stingley, Kyer Elam, Trent McDuffie, Sauce Gardner. Definitely tagging Sauce Gardner. Noah Daniels, Andrew Booth Jr. He's another great one I would like to keep up with. I guess those are going to be the top guys that I tag for right now. I would love to get... Oh, did I not tag Sauce Gardner? I would love to get Sauce Gardner. It's going to be tough. He's projected first round. Maybe if I can finesse the second first round pick and try to get Malik Willis and Sauce Gardner, I would like to do that. We'll have to see. So now the first move I'm making, I am getting rid of the trash man, like I said. If you don't believe me, I know he did a little someone on the Panthers last season. Watch this man on the Falcons. Okay, he's garbage. Ask any Falcons fan. We want this man out of the city, out of the state, out of everywhere. Out of everywhere. I mean, we just don't want to hear about this man anymore. And in return, I'm looking to get Patrick Queen, young middle linebacker, absolute speed demon at LSU. I think he could be great. I know I have Debo and Oluwakan. I'm looking to move Oluwakan to the outside. That way Queen can be in the middle with Dion. Get that LSU duo going on over there. Have to admit my bias there with LSU, man. With their, gotta love them Tigers. Go Tigers.
Coach O, give it to me one more time. Go Tigers.
So let's go ahead and check out the trade. It went through. That's all good with me. So now it's time to start shopping. Matty Ice. It hurts. It hurts. But it's what's best for the rebuild. Okay, it's what's best for the rebuild. I need a running back. I got rid of Trash Davis. I don't want Cordero Patterson taking the whole load. I want him to be able to go all over the field doing what he does. Damian Harris seems like a good look. Try to get a second rounder as well if I can. I mean, I'm trading a quarterback here, a good one too. And I know what you're thinking. Patriots, they drafted Mac Jones. Mac Jones is good. Mac Jones is good. This is a little like Madden finagling, I'll admit, because they're interested, right? If they don't take it, which I'd understand, I'm going to be looking at DeAndre Swift and the Detroit Lions most likely. I kind of just don't want to do that to Matt Ryan. Like, send him to Detroit, send him to Lions. God, you think it couldn't get any worse, right? Let's see what they take. I mean, if anything, it's going to be the second rounder they don't like. They like the second rounder. So, Matt Ryan's on the Patriots. It's so weird. I guess I didn't even think about that. I guess I didn't really think about... No. I don't want to think about that anymore. I might cry. Anyways, we got Damian Harris on the team. Matt Ryan, I'll miss you. I'll miss you. So now it's time to start the season. First game up is against Philly. Kind of ironically, I was thinking about if I wasn't going to go after Malik Willis in the draft, train for Jalen Hurts. I have some faith in the dude. Apparently a lot of other people don't. But when he was with Bama, I saw this man tear up LSU. But anyways, that's not going to happen. So let's go ahead and sim the first week. Let's just see if we can win a game with this team, especially with Josh Rosen under center. We do, somewhat surprisingly, but pretty sure that's not going to stick with the Bucs coming up this week. We're just going to go ahead and sim to mid-season, see what happens. So we're 2-4, which seems much more realistic, I'd say. Carolina's 2-5, also seems realistic. Just looking at the NFC South standings to see the Bucs are 6-1. That sounds about right. So first and foremost, we're gonna get Cordero Patterson and Younghoe Koo re-signed ASAP. Aloakon is the other guy I really want to re-sign, but with the team's cap situation, I'm not sure long term what we're looking at. So I'm probably gonna franchise tag him at the end of the season. That's just my thinking. So I'm gonna leave him for now. Teron Harmon. He's a little older. I'm not re-signing him. Fabian Moreau, no. Hayden Hurst is definitely letting go. Russell Gage, I don't know. I'm going to have to check to see what he wants towards the end of the season, because I'm not the most confident that he's going to be a permanent member of this team. Everybody else is kind of whatever. I don't really care. So let's go ahead and re-sign Cordero Patterson. Let's see. Formula year... This isn't bad. I think the Falcons might offer him more than this. Let's go ahead and offer him. Hopefully he'll sign. Perfect. Awesome. And then Koo. 2 years? Nah. I'm trying to lock him up for good. I'm putting him for 5 years. I want this man on the team. I'll even bump up his salary just a tiny bit. And his bonus. Get him a $22 million contract. And... we got Koo as well. Everybody else, we're going to wait till the end of the season. So, obviously, we didn't make the playoffs. We ended 5-12. That's a very possible outcome for the season going on right now. Still better than last year. We only won 4 games at least. Bucks went 15-2. That makes sense. Saints 9-8. Panthers 6-11. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stats. Clearly, we didn't do well. 28th in the NFL in offensive yards. 3rd worst in total defense. Okay. Josh Rosen, 4,000 passing yards. Not terrible. 26 TDs to 15 interceptions. Not terrible. Not what I want, though. That's for sure. Cordero Patterson. Wow, okay, we gave the ball to Cordero Patterson way more than Damian Harris. Damian Harris did have 11 touchdowns, only 109 touches on 379 yards, 3.5 yards per carry. Not great, but he should be more of a number 1 back next season. Cordero Patterson, 4 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns, 832 yards. That's nice. I mean, for him not being the main guy, I'm not disappointed with that. I want him to do more stuff than just rush. Let's see how he did receiving as well. Russell Gage broke 1,000 yards receiving. Seems all right. 6 TDs. Kyle Pitts, 971 yards. Almost 1,000 yards. 6 TDs. That's good. This is what we want from him. We want more, of course, but he had Josh Rosen throwing. Offensive line is a mess, and it had no help. Cordero Patterson, 234 yards receiving and a touchdown. He could have done better than that. Maybe he was just rushing the ball too much. Let's take a look at the defense. Deion Jones, 155 tackles. That's nice. Let's see. Fabian Rowe, 99. Let's see. Where's Patrick Queen? That man got hurt or something? Maybe he got hurt. We'll take a look. Expect a little more out of him. We'll see. Tackles for a loss. Dante Fowler, 13. Jonathan, 13. Grady Jarrett with 7 sacks. That's pretty good. 11 tackles for a loss. John Kaminsky, 6 sacks. Dante Fowler Jr., 3.5 sacks. I actually forgot to trade this man. No worries, though. He's on the contracts for another year. He's going to get traded this offseason. Hopefully I didn't miss out on a better deal for him, though. Marlon Davidson with 6 tackles for a loss and 2 sacks, though. And then check out interceptions real quick. Deion Jones with 4 picks and A.J. Terrell with 3. My man, A.J. Terrell, lockdown corner for sure. Maybe the picks don't come to him as much as, say, Trevon Diggs, like it's going on this season. But I'm still taking A.J. Terrell. Man will make that side of the field his side of the field. So the Cardinals beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. So close for Matt Ryan. So close. I would have been happy for him. I hate the Patriots, of course. I mean, what do I look like? What do I look like? A simp? For the Patriots? Not going to happen. Kyler Murray wins MVP. Bruce Arians wins Coach of the Year. Kyler Murray, Offensive Player of the Year. Jeffrey Simmons of the Titans wins Defensive Player of the Year. Najee Harris wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. And Micah Parsons wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Those Rookie of the Year awards, I think, could be how it ends up. Maybe I'm forgetting somebody for Offensive Rookie of the Year. But Micah Parsons, I think, will probably end up getting it. So Arizona wins their first Super Bowl, with Byron Murphy Jr. being their MVP for the Super Bowl. So Luke on here, we're just going to go ahead and insult him to his face with this offer. Don't want him accepting the offer, of course, because we got to franchise tag him. Definitely don't want to offer him a $30 million signing bonus. He probably might not even take it with that salary. Who knows? Let's offer him a trash contract. I think free agency would be better for me in the long run. Probably, except it's not going to happen. Man said, I'm not playing with you. Psych, you are. Anyways, there's no Russell Gage. Let's take a look at what he wants. 3 years, $19 million contract. I'd maybe offer him a 1-year flyer, but it's going to be low. This is what I'd offer him. I'd offer him a $5 million contract. I guess it's a little disrespectful. What about 3.9? He'll probably say no. Even if it's just free agency is better in the long run, I don't blame him. I wasn't going to offer him an extensive contract. So that's on my mans. Get your bag, bro. Get your bag. So it's the first day of free agency. We're going to take a look at who's available. Devontae Adams tops the class. Not interested, though. That's not the kind of rebuild we're doing over here. It's not going to work out. I don't even know if I could afford this man. I can't. Let's see. Got Teron Armstead, Chris Godwin. I mean, Teron Armstead, his contract wouldn't even be as bad as Jake Matthews, but he's too old for the rebuild. Chris Godwin, I don't need a wide receiver 1, but he is a great receiver. Trent Brown, that would be nice. Not a lot of guys super interested in. Jabril Peppers, maybe. Really good to have another special teams guy, return guy, other than Cordero Patterson, as well as getting the guy on the other side of the field at safety. Daron Harmon's gone. I'm not ready to give the keys to Jalen Hawkins. So we take a look at him. Michael Gallup might be interesting as another wide receiver option. So I'm going to go ahead and offer Jabril Peppers a contract. Looks like he's interested. So I'm looking at Jalen Mills right now. Not a highly rated corner at all, but he is cheap as cheap can be. I'm actually going to move him over to safety spot behind Richie Grant, just for that depth at safety for packages. He played safety at LSU for a few years, and in the end zone, he's got some good coverage. He's got some good potential there. So I'm going to go ahead and offer him a small contract, maybe give him $1 million in signing bonus. He's probably going to sign with us. I don't doubt that at all. I think I'm going to go ahead and sign Jamie Gillen. I love this man's mullet. I think that's the only thing that really matters on this signing. On a scale of bad punter to mullet, he kind of is rocking the mullet. So I'm going to go ahead and offer him a contract for a couple years, see if he can pan out. So I have something a little lined up here. Like I said, I forgot to move Tyler Davidson and Dante Fowler, the two guys I want to get out of this defense. And I don't know if this is going to work out perfectly, but I'm looking at Garyon Conley out of the Jets right here. I save a lot of money this way and get a upgrade at corner to put across from AJ Terrell. Might not work out. It did. Okay, perfect. So this is the idea I have to offload Jake Matthews' contract. It seems a little crazy. I doubt it's gonna work, but I'm gonna negotiate. I'm not gonna, you know, blow the whole potential immediately. Probably won't get accepted for the 19th overall pick. Not even close. But the plan wasn't just to offer Jake Matthews. The plan was also to offer. Let's offer a second. Decline. Maybe I can get a little Weasley way here. Offer a 5th with it. Close. It's so close. It's so close. Oh my God, are you kidding me? They're fine. Y'all can have the 52nd pick. Let's go. 19th overall pick. So we got 2 first-round picks. You know what I'm going for. I'm going for Malik Willis and Sauce Gardner.
See, when I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. See, if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. But you can also get lost in the sauce.
You can get how you get lost in the sauce?
Man, a bitch gonna get lost in the sauce, man.
I do have a huge hole at tackle right now. Man, this is not looking good. Call me Quentin Spain, but the S is silent right now. Oh my gosh. I have no options. So I need another wide receiver pretty bad, but from what I'm looking at in the draft, I don't think I'm going to get it. But there is an option here. Since I did get Garyon Conley, and I am trying to draft a cornerback, why not try to trade for a wide receiver? I'm talking about somebody speedy to pair up with Calvin Ridley. He cannot have nobody on the opposite side of the field as him. Even with Kyle Pitts, he needs somebody to get down the field. This seems like a little bit of a lopsided trade. Chiefs need corner. It's their top need. So maybe we can make this work. I'm willing to adjust if I need to. It straight up works. I don't know. Don't get mad at me. I don't make the game, okay? But I got McCole Hardman. That's a great trade for me. So here we are, the 2022 NFL Draft. I was thinking about possibly trading down. I had the 3rd overall pick. Is Malik Willis the 3rd overall pick material? I thought about it. And the reality is, I'm scared. I'm a little paranoid baby, I guess. I'm not trading now.
Now we turn to the Bengals. It's their
so
selection.
Derek Stingley goes #1 overall to the Lions. No surprise. Feel bad for him going to the Lions, but that man is a beast. Man, he's got a good career headed for him no matter where he goes. He might go to the Lions #1 overall in the upcoming draft. Who knows? We'll see. The Bengals are picking 2nd, which isn't going to happen. And the Falcons probably aren't going to pick 3rd either. We'll just have to see the rest of the season goes. But I am going to pick Malik Willis. I have committed to it. I'm not going to risk losing him to somebody else. He is the center, the key focus. He's going to be front of stage in this rebuild. I need this man on the team.
Okay, it's
they
the
pick Spencer
Falcons now on
Rattler.
the clock.
Okay, that just doesn't make sense. They have Joe Burrow. This is the dumbest thing they could have possibly done, but whatever. We're going to go ahead and make our selection. Malik Willis, might as well look at some of this stuff where it's top fit. The NFC South is his top fit, I guess. But 4.4, 40, vertical jumps, crazy, cone drill, shuttle drill. I mean, he's got it. Smooth, stiff arm. All right, let's go ahead and pick him before our time runs out. I'm going to take a look. If I see 2 corners taken off the board, I'm going to consider trading up if I'm not there.
Okay. The
Okay,
Eagles on the
there we
clock
go.
now.
I said 2 though. I don't think he's gonna be next
here
one.
we
Trent
go. The
McDuffie.
Raiders now
Okay,
on the
now.
clock.
Okay, look, man, they're making me nervous over here. I'm sweating. Ugh. I never said I'd be a good general manager, but hey, maybe Terry Fontenot's gonna be good for the Falcons. I mean, he is in his first year. He's thrown into a terrible situation, but let's just say I don't have a lot of faith for the franchise in general to make good decisions.
And the Browns
Okay,
on the clock
okay.
now. Let's see what
Okay,
direction they go in.
don't pick them. Don't pick them, Browns.
The Falcons on
Let's
the clock now. Let's see who
go.
they have their eye on.
Okay, let's go. We can get him. We can get him. Let's go ahead and look at his physicals real quick. Struggles to find the ball in the air. I wouldn't say that's true. This man. I mean, he's got B catching though. You can grab some picks. Speed is still 4.5. Not too worried about it. Vertical jump first. That man can get up there. That's for sure. Broad jump first in his pro day. His pro day was better on the 40. His bench is pretty good. I'm gonna take it skills. Block shedding A, catching B, injury A. That's good. D, stamina. He can work on that. Other stuff. I'm going based off what I know about dude. I'm going Sauce Gardner.
Overdose of sauce.
That's what it is.
No meat, just sauce.
He's our guy. Hidden
On the
development
clock
trait.
now, it's the
See, good
Titans.
pick. Acceleration 92, agility 83, change direction 89, jumping 91, speed 90. That's nice. Hidden
On the
development
clock
trait
now, it's the
86
Giants.
strength.
Time is ticking.
Okay, that's a good look for me, dude. Daniel Falele. I did have him tagged out of Minnesota. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna get him.
The Cardinals are now
This is
on
gonna
the
short
clock.
our offensive line great, I think. 2 good offensive line picks. I didn't even check out that stuff, but he's got hidden development trait. I'm assuming some decent stuff there. Means star or better development. I'm happy with that. We have another pick in just a second. Oh, no, we don't. I don't pick again until round 4. I would like to sneak my way back into the 3rd for sure. You want to do that? Declined? Bro, please. I'll even give you my 7th. If this doesn't work, I'm going to offer up like a 2nd of next year. This should work. Yeah. They look like there's some good tight ends. Like there's a method behind the madness, okay? Let's go to the next user pick.
All right, next up, the Falcons are on the clock.
The Falcons are on the clock. Get to the Falcons. Elite strength. Solid jumping, solid speed, great change, marginal agility, great acceleration. He number 1 in bench presses pro day for tight ends. Number 3 at the combine. Cade Otton. Ooh, fastest tight end in the draft class. But the acceleration is poor. 4.5 out of the tight end. How tall is he? 6'5", 238. Jesus. A, catching. B, route running. But can he block? Because he's going to be doing some blocking sets for sure. That's tough. It's between Zion and Will Mallory. But I really want this tight end. It may seem like I'm...
Okay, it's the Rams
Okay,
up
hidden
now.
development
They're on
trait.
the clock.
Dude, okay. That's nice. That's nice. 87 acceleration. Okay, they did not say he was that fast. Change directions 81. That's not bad at all. 77 jumping, 78 speed, 79 strength. 6'4". Troubles find the ball in the air. Doesn't really matter. Elite acceleration, elite speed. Holy goodness. First in bench press on top of 2nd in 40-yard dash at outside linebacker and combine, and 1st in college pro day. Oh, his physicals are insane, dude. Oh my gosh. How is he here? Let's see, what I've scouted doesn't look great. This is the 4th round, dude. I'm taking the dude who has the athleticism.
Okay,
91
the Giants up
acceleration,
now. They're on the
86
clock.
speed, 79 strength. Only normal development trait. We don't know what his overall is. We'll see. I'll tell you one thing. This guy can move. Let's go ahead and break down the new starting lineups. And gotta say, it already looks like a pretty big improvement. Some guys got a ways to go, but I got faith in the squad. You know what I'm saying? So starting off the center of the rebuild along with Kyle Pitts, we're talking about Malik Willis. He's only starting off at a 72 overall, but it's okay because we know where this man is going. He's got the hidden development trait, it means star better. And we know what he's about. We have him wearing number 1 right now. He wore 7 at Liberty, and he played like a 7. I'll say that. Going to LSU, 7's a big number. Also, as a Falcons fan, you know what 7's all about. You never know. Maybe if the Falcons do go Malik Willis, which I would love. I would absolutely love that shit. I would absolutely love that. Just for real. And I've seen even Michael Vick talk about how Malik Willis has got game. So you never know. Maybe there's a little bit of a passing the torch kind of moment going on there if it were to happen. But we have him wearing number 1 for now. And he's going to do big things. Look over at his ratings. 93 throw power, 77 deep accuracy, 79 medium accuracy, 75 short accuracy, 81 break sack. And he did a lot of breaking sacks at Liberty. And breaking a lot of tackles just in general. He is going to be on the move. Secondary attributes, 89 speed, 88 acceleration, 89 agility. And that is absolutely crazy. 95 stamina. He's not going to get tired. That's a good look. We got Damian Harris over here. He's moved up to an 81 overall with star. Development, Cordero Patterson still back there. And he's also, Cordero Patterson's going to be lining up with the slot and receiver a lot, as well as being on there on third downs. Calvin Ridley's back. Superstar development, 87 overall. He's going to be right back where he left off. And on the opposite side, we got McCole Hardman. We got a Georgia boy back on the team. And a speedster, to say the least. Frank Darby, not looking so great. But he's our next best option. And like I said, Cordero Patterson's going to be in their slot. So we'll be pretty good with receiving, I'd say so. And speaking of receiving, Kyle Pitts moved up to Superstar X Factor like I thought. Only 89 overall. I thought he'd be 90, but that's all right. He'll be there in a second. And then we got Will Mallory out of Miami. I have high hopes for this dude. He's wearing number 4 right behind number 8. Well, we'll see how he does. I think he'll progress pretty well. He's got the hidden development trait as well. Then go over to the offensive line. We made 2 great picks, if you ask me, especially Kenyon Green over here out of Texas A&M. Look how massive this man is. He's 74 overall with the hidden development trait. Immediately going to be ready to go out of the gate. And then my man Daniel Falele. This dude's massive too, out of Minnesota. Only a 69 overall, but I moved Caleb McGarry over to left guard because he's developing better than I thought he would. And Falele is going to be developing 87 strength. I think he just needs a little bit of time to work on his run block, especially his pass block's not bad at all. I think he's going to do just fine. Moving on to defense, we also have quite a lot of improvements. Well, actually, not that many improvements, but one extremely notable one on the opposite side of AJ Terrell, who is still star development, should move up to superstar if you ask me. Still 86, needs to move up from there too, but he will. We got Ahmad Sauce Gardner out of Cincinnati. This man has moves. If you haven't seen him play, I highly recommend it. Dude is a highlight reel. 90 speed. 78 man coverage, 76 zone coverage. Work on the coverage, but it'll get up there. Press is 78, 92 acceleration, and 91 jumping. This man can jump. He can get up there for them picks, and he's got to work on his catching, but it'll all come in time. It'll all come in time. Grady Jarrett's 89 overall, superstar development like he should be. We didn't exactly get him a ton of help, but Marlon Davidson's a 76 overall now, still star development. John Kaminsky, he's there. Johnson, this picture makes him look like an old man. Oh my gosh, he looks like Forrest Whitaker. He's only 21 years old though, out of Georgia. He only has normal development. We'll see if he gets better. So we'll see if he can get to the quarterback and maybe develop and take over Kaminsky. So we're looking a lot better here with 78 overall. We definitely moved up from that 74 overall that we were at. And you look at the guys on this team, there's a lot of development to be done. So I'm looking forward to it. We're going to wrap up. This is the first part of it. Really just gotten the start of the rebuild. We got to do the first season. We got to see how we get here. Next time, we're going to be seeing how these guys develop. Be checking out the games a little bit more in detail. Hopefully, we can see Malik Willis take over and Kyle Pitts become what we know he can be. Maybe we'll have a little bit more fun next time. A little bit stress is off my shoulders. I got the first season down. I think it was a success in the off season. You can tell me, though. I'm not a pro. Anyways, we'll check you out next time. We'll go over the lineup one more time and get into the season. Peace.